So, welcome everybody to Online Writing for Profit. This is Dennis, and I work with Ultimate Digital, where I volunteer my time once in a while. And right here today, I'm calling from New York, United States. It's just 2:40. It's 40 minutes past 2 p.m. I know for those in Kenya, it's a little bit early. It's actually late in the night. I think it's around like 8 or 9. I'm not so sure. But yeah, so at some point, I wanted this to show a video of my face, but it's really just like refusing. Next time, I will set up on a tablet with the camera so that you could see me. And of course, during the training, you will be seeing more of my face. So for today, we have the Online Writing for Profit. We have a very limited time. We are going to take around 10 to 15 minutes to explain the entirety of what Online Writing for Profit is. I will share this video on the group and via email, so you will be able to receive it after all for those who are able not to attend because of the time hitch. Having said that, we will be looking very critically at online writing, and I want us to just explore what online writing is. I want to share a bit of my personal story, and I just want at the end of this that every one of us can see for themselves the opportunity that we have through online writing. Now, having said that, welcome guys. Let's get things started from the start, right? So in looking at this, I want to share who we are. But then again, in sharing who we are, you will be seeing more of me. We have Ultimate Digital, which is a digital marketing agency based in Kenya. We offer different services from digital setup for small and upcoming businesses. We offer digital platforms to emerging entrepreneurs. We also offer a writing agency of sorts where we get different writing needs and then we match them up with writers from different parts of Kenya. So for sure, we have different things that are revolving under the Ultimate Digital platform. And because this training is entirely my idea in terms of suggesting to the company and really sharing this with you, I'm also going to tell you a little bit about myself and really my journey with online writing. On other days and on other times, you will be seeing some other different trainings, and that will be nice. So about this guy, because you can't see me on video, my picture is right there. That picture is several years old because I took it several years back. I don't know when, maybe 2 years, maybe 1 year. Yeah, so I looked up a recent photo. I just couldn't find it. I'm not a photogenic person as such. Anyway, so I have been doing online writing particularly since 2011. So since 2011, when I could just be like punching in, you know, like I couldn't type so fast. So then I remember all I could do was just punch in. So I'm just punching in on the keyboard, like just with my fingers and trying to type in keys. And I know some people are in that space right now. Others still are struggling to type. But now if you give me 1,000 words, I could type it in less than 5 minutes. Like I could really type really fast. So I have grown from 2011 to now 2022 to write really fast. So I started that pretty much early. And when I started doing this at that time, what I would do is I learned from my cousin online writing opportunities. I remember his friend at that time was offering online writing opportunities at that time. And my cousin and this lady trained me and gave me business opportunities to actually start writing. And within about 3 to 4 months, I started earning anything between 20,000 to 30,000. And then I was in campus, I was in college. So college students getting 20,000 shillings is a lot of money. So I got so interested, I got so curious, and through, I started making more money. I would actually write more. I would actually do a lot more writing at that time. And my income was steady. So anything between 40,000 to anything between 60,000. I apologize, guys. I live close to the road, so you could be hearing some background noises. It's not intended. So I remember then I had a steady income. I remember telling my uncle paid my college fees, and I told him, hey, I can now afford to pay my school fees, you know, I can afford to pay my sister's school fees. And because of that, I told him, please don't send me any money anymore. And that was the joy of these things. That the joy of these things was literally being able to support myself, being able to buy the things I needed to do. I remember having my first laptop because I bought it myself, buying a bike because I wanted to ride a bike to school, you know. So that's such small things were really, really important to me. And those were my biggest motivation to join online writing. Now, 10, 11 years later, I have transformed to the place where I have grown from being just a writer earning 30,000 to a writer earning 70,000 to a writer earning 100,000 Kenya shillings basis, right? So to a writer earning a lot more money than that, right? So, and literally to being able to actually have several accounts, have several clients, and build that through time. I have let go of the business and focused on other things. I have come back to it because it gives you access to some really quick money, you know. And I think I've also been able to achieve a little bit of things because of this in terms of investments. And what I have learned through the times is that anything is possible. That when you can actually pick a skill, when you can actually build this skill through time, this skill can actually pay you lots of money, you know, and this skill can become something that you use to get out of really, really, you know, trying moments. I remember there was a time when I didn't have my rent money, and I remember at that time I stepped out of writing for some time, but I was doing some work, my job. But now I was relying on my job, thinking my job is pretty stable, right? But again, at that time, I just got a delay in my salary coming in. And these guys locked my door. The landlord came, and the agency that was managing this apartment came and locked my door. And I'm coming in and I'm finding the door locked, and I was livid. I was like angry from inside. I was like, how can this happen to me, right? Because eventually I was like, I can do better than this. So you know what happened? Because I had a skill, I easily jumped back into online writing, and I was able to jump and scale out of that kind of shit really, really fast. In fact, because of my door being locked, I was able to build several online businesses within a span of less than 2 years that I got enough money to buy myself a house. And I say this from a place of like feeling really, really proud of myself, that sometimes when you get yourself into such a trying moment, you can do a lot more things, right? Yeah, because I went into training, I went into like digital writing, I went into online trading. So I did several things within a span of a short time that enabled me to boom and step out from just being able to be like from being locked out of my house to literally moving into my own apartment, which is something I really am proud of. Now, today I have like experience in different opportunities. I could share that with you, but the goal is really in online writing opportunities that we are talking about today. Now, with online writing opportunities particularly, we have several online writing opportunities. We have articles, we have writing books, writing ebooks, we have blogs and blogging, we have writing research papers, we have writing resumes, social media posts, writing twists, and all these things actually have a way of generating income to you if you know how to do it right. Now, personally, I have engaged with both article writing, writing market research, writing ebooks. I have authored 3 books, to be precise. I have 3 books I've authored, and I remember releasing my first book, selling over almost 1,000 copies of my book, almost 1,000 copies. So I know that ebooks and ebooks can actually also pay. I have run certain blogs. I have been employed to manage blogs. I've done research papers, I've done resumes, as well as social media management as well. So these are different opportunities online. I'm not sharing this to distract you. I'm just telling you that in online writing itself, there are several things. There are several things you can do. Now, the key is not to do a lot of things at the beginning. The key is to focus. The key is to find that sweet spot, that sweet juice for you that gets you started. Because when you can start, then you give yourself some energy to see returns. You know, when you start seeing money coming in, and then you realize that you can diversify, you can grow, that becomes the beauty of everything. Okay. And if you're listening, you have no questions, you can either write them to me. I will send you a place where you can ask me as many questions as you can, and we can engage like that, because this is such a limited time when I'm explaining to you everything about online writing. Okay. So having said that, I want us to look at the two focus areas of today's meeting and today's masterclass. So today's masterclass is focused on two things. Online writing based on articles, research papers, and blog posts. Now, I don't want to talk about books or whatever, because those are different trainings. And if you're interested in those areas, don't worry, you can always write to me. I will give you my contacts. You can always write to me, and I will definitely reach out to you in those areas as well. So the first focus area is writing skills, building your writing skills. And in terms of building your writing skills, you're really looking at the mindset of a writer. What is the mindset of a writer? Really, as a writer, you're just looking at, how do I make money writing, right? So it could be writing articles, writing research papers, writing blog posts. And the question is, how do I make money writing, you know? So then what's the mindset of a writer? What are the technical competencies of a writer? How do I work smart as a writer? Including, what are the quality areas to focus on as a writer? And the most important thing is, how can I grow and diversify as a writer? On the other side, we have account management skills. And regarding account management skills, you're looking at the business framework in writing. Now, if you never thought business writing can be a business, yeah, it is actually a business, and you can actually do a lot more things with writing as a business. And when we talk about writing as a business, you're not really looking at the difficult aspects of running a business. It's really simple. It's, how do I get orders? How do I manage these orders, assign them to people who are actually doing them? How do I create a break even where I don't go at a loss? And the people who work for me also don't get really little money or more money that you really go at a loss, you know? And how do I manage that financials every month or every 2 weeks based on how you look at it? And then further in the business category, you're looking at, how do I source for jobs? How do I build and manage a team? How do I ensure the quality in service delivery? Because you don't want to really just get a job today or a job tomorrow, and then that's it, right? You want to be able to get consistent job flows through and through in your business, writing business journey, okay? So as we look at those two areas, the focus today is just on writing skills as well as account management skills. And we are just wrapping this up, and very soon I will be sending you these videos to those who are not able to watch, so that you can ask me questions on WhatsApp, which we can handle in the course of today and tomorrow as well. So having said that, let's look at the first element. The first focus is the Writer Pro Basics. And with the Writer Pro Basics, we are really looking at academic writing basics, as well as article writing basics, which is really writing blog posts, and academic writing is writing research papers. Now, the focus of our training, we will be offering you a training. Again, if you are still blank on, okay, what is this all about? What we are doing is we are explaining to you what we will be offering to you as an opportunity that you can tap into. And there are two areas. The first area is building your writing skills. The second area is building your writing business skills. Now, in terms of building your writing skills, you're really focusing on how can you become a better academic writer or a better article writer. And the things or the focus areas that we will be taking you through include your writing competencies. What are the skills? What are the formatting styles that you need, right? How can you write fast? at the beginning, right? How can you track your time per hour, that you know what to charge, that you know that I can't take this job, I can take this one, you know? How can you build on your quality through time and experience, that you can actually move from being a writer to being an account owner or being a business owner, right? And then how can you connect to job offers? You don't want to just learn these things and not get jobs, right? So with the Pro Writer Basics, we will be taking you through these focus areas. At the end of it all, you will know how to write, you will know how to offer quality work, you will know what you can charge for your writing skills and what you can take when offered. And then we will also connect you to people who can give you jobs to get started on. The second thing is Writer Pro Hybrid. With Writer Pro Hybrid, we are combining writing and the business. So with the writing and business, we are literally saying, okay, do you have writing skills? If you have writing skills, good. Now, how can you turn that into a business? Not just a job where you're writing, typing on your computer, but you are literally running a business from it, right? How do you source for jobs? Are you looking into account running? Are you looking into getting direct clients? Are you looking into getting brokers? And how does that literally work? At the end of it all, you're literally just having a direct client with you or running a running account. So job sourcing, that is taught in the Writer Pro Hybrid. And then we are also looking at account and team management skills. How do you manage an account? How do you manage your team? How do you get an appropriate team? Many people shy away from writing businesses because they don't have reliable team members. How can you get somebody who's reliable? Can we connect you to 1 or 2 people to get started? So this is something that you definitely want to get into, right? And then we're looking at the business building skills, which is how do you manage your finances? How do you pay out your writers and still have enough left for you? So that is a Writer Pro Hybrid. Now let's move from that to the final phase. And in the final phase, I want us to look at what does this entail, right? So with the Writer Pro, your commitment is to become a freelance writer. We have you pay $67 or 7,000 shillings if you're in Kenya. Now with 7,000 shillings, you get access to all the benefits of becoming a freelance writer. You take all the skills you need. We connect you to somebody who can give you job offers. And that becomes your business to get started. So you really have some source of income, because right now times are really hard, that when you can actually have a reliable source of income coming in for you, it's not just writing academic papers, because that has a limited time frame, but you also learn how to write articles for blogs, because blog articles actually don't have like on season or off season. They are available throughout. So when you learn the two, you're able to balance and diversify and make more money throughout, right? The second deal is on the Writer Pro Hybrid, where to become a writing business owner, you pay a cash price of $197 or 20,000 shillings. So with this, if you're in Kenya, that is, with this, you get access to all the essence and skills of writing, but you also get access to training on how you can source for jobs, how you can build it up, how you can get a reliable team, and how you can get started building a writing business immediately. Now, this is a limited time. We are offering this right now, and I will be getting to each and every one of you on email, as well as the WhatsApp group, to answer your questions if you have anything like that. And I will also be sending you the payment lines to start getting ready immediately. Whenever you're ready to get started. We are starting these classes next week, but I consider this as a start already, because if you're interested and you're committed and you're ready to just get started, we really just hit the road running, okay? The classes are in video format. If you don't attend the class, you can watch the video, you can learn from it, you can ask me questions through the group, or most likely through the group, and I answer you right there. And I will be taking you particularly on what you need every step of the way. Now, your commitment is very key. with nothing comes easy. Nothing comes from just listening. It really comes from you taking the leap. It comes from you taking the steps. It comes from you making the decision today to get started. So I will be sending you the payment details in your inbox, and I will also be reaching out to every one of you to answer your questions, should you have any like that. And eventually, if you want to reach out to me, you can WhatsApp me on the number on your screen right now, or you can send me an email. Thank you so much, everybody, for your time. Thank you for everything. And I believe that next time we will be taking such short times as well, but also starting right at the time we said we would start.